Man, I don't fucking know why this shit keeps happening. Man, if I need to update my drivers or some shit, dude. And where did that set us back to? Oh, before the fight even started. God damn. Um... We'll just go with the same as last time. Let's trade Alfred in for them, actually. Oh god, I gotta do all this shit again? We'll just go with who we've already got up here. Alright, let's see how that works for us. He's trying to goop me. Wah, 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 wah. Yep. Let them come to us. It's gonna be my strategy for all this. Oh, circling around for Juno? Oh, that's a lot of beluga. That's a lot of beluga. That's a lot of beluga caviar. That's a lot of haluva, boss. Yeah, this strategy seems to be working well. Oof. Oh! Whee! Ride those lightning! Ow! Ha! Look at this fucking bear! Oh god, Juno! Oh! Brave, brave Spar. Oh! Oh! Whoa. Is it pillage time? Oh, not yet. Oof! Pillage! Whoa, Gaijin Goomba! Thank you for raiding with the party at 117. We gotta beat up this bear! How's it going, everybody? How's the stream today, folks? I'm recovering from a crash.
Worship me, mortal.
Up. Don't know why my computer crashed all of a sudden. I think it's got something to do with me drivers. Oh, now I can swap out people to fight or flee. You know what? Grandpa, you've had a good run. I think it's time to swap somebody out. How's it really looking? You know what? You know what? We're doing alright. We're doing alright here. I think we're doing honky-dory here. We're gonna fight. Nobody's too worse for wear here. Let's go ahead and strength of will preemptively. Let's get that wibbly wobbly shit going on. get the boofs. Wait for them to come to us. Oh, he absorbed it. Eh. How far does my... Oh, yeah. This'll work.
You worship me, mortal.
Right, those are lightning! A simple future. Thank you for the follow. Oh! Oh man, interrupted his concentration. Well, I'll show you. Oh! Oh, he's got a big fucker coming, don't worry. Ooh, artery strike. Oh, you're gonna fucking get it now. Y'all. Y'all! We might be losing. Oh, well, let's see. Hang on. Shit. I'll have to give you a promotion. No. What the? Ow. Man, fuck you. What? What? 90% chance and it failed? Oh my god. Oof. Here she goes again. Woohoo! I can't die. 55. Ow. I shouldn't have done that. Oh!
A funny boon will be extracted from you.
What?
Oh!
Fucking die! Oh. Fucking die! No! Wait a minute. Oh, God! Up. Whoop. Looks like I'm back to life, everybody. Oh, God. Ooh. You can do it, Ollie! Yeah! Jeweled petal ring. Someone else's perfectly formed memory presents itself to anyone who places these jeweled petals on their finger. Oh my god. We fucking did it, y'all. So many injured, though. Fulka called it. When the warped came, they came hard. There's no doubt anymore that Bulwark has some kind of command over them. Fulka comes stomping towards you and Juno, flicking smoldering black ash from her shield. She doesn't look happy. Let's get something straight, Juno. You drag us out here as captives, and now Bulwark's trying to hunt us down and kill us. Do you see how messed up this is? And back there, you trying to give my ravens orders. Tell me again when we're allowed to rest. Go on, say it to my face. All right, everyone, settle down, settle down. Everyone calm down. What would you have me do, Fulka? Oh no, don't you dare pretend to be the reasonable one right now. Steam plumes from Fulka's nostrils like an angry yak's, swirling through the cold air. I don't even want to hear your voice. The ravens are under my command. And if you want anyone watching your back instead of putting a knife... What if Ivor spoke on my behalf? You know what? That sounds like a great idea. Wait, how did I get dragged into this? If it ends this bickering, I'll take charge. Let's just hope she has the decency to stay out of your head. Juno's always been a little sussy.
The god stone ahead shimmers. It seems to hold some sway over the darkness somehow. Or maybe the darkness itself finds them distasteful.
Oh man. Is that a dredge they had with them? A golden glow greets you, the first warmth you've felt since entering this darkness. Disheveled women and children huddle on one side of the godstone while a dredge sits on the other. The dredge has arranged a circle of obsidian stones around itself, and just outside that lie the bodies of a couple of dead men. Ain't this a sight? Ollie grins, and he frowns. I have a feeling this is about to become our problem. Yeah. Oh my goodness. She looks like a Hilda, alright? Praise the gods, someone has finally come, carrying a divine light.
Not exactly.
The matronly woman's face falls as she gets a better look at you. I like her tattoos.
I know that crest. Ravens.
She points an accusing, shaking finger towards the stone singer. What is this? Have you brought more dredge to slaughter us? The stone hurler stands within its ring of stones, warbling loudly as you approach the godstone. The old woman recoils in disgust. Well, how interesting. This one is terrified of you, Ivor.
They have a language?
Wait, now how do you know that? Because she said so. Called you Destroyer.
I'd heard of the Destroyer before, but I had no idea I was traveling with him. Is it really you? They speak of you like we do Bellower. Thought you'd be bigger.
A misunderstanding. Where would you hear such a thing?
Traveling with the Volca. But you do not know where we are headed. You're an interesting one, Ivor. We should talk more.
The old woman rejoins you again after a heated battle of whispers with her kin. She clears her throat. I am called Hilda. We came here to pray when the skies darkened. I guess I don't need to tell you we're only alive now because of this godstone. A miracle, and they say the gods are dead. Then this slag comes from nowhere. It attacks us. Killed their husbands, and mine as well. Aye, a right miserable sow-sucker he was, but an injustice to be killed by this thing. She gestures rudely at the stone hurler. It makes a hissing sound like escaping steam. Quiet, filthy thing! You'll take us somewhere safe, surely? Surely you will.
The opposite. You don't want to go where we're going.
God's alive! Has everyone lost their minds? At least give us justice. Don't leave this slag alive to kill us and eat our children. Alfred, what is the Dredge's side of the story? Hilda bristles at the implication. Alfred taps her spear and the horns vibrate with a faint hum. The Dredge sings a soft response.
She says they left her no choice but to defend herself. Stuck here, same as them.
By the gods, we've been found by the only slag lovers in the dying world. She snatches something shiny from the hands of one of her kin, waving it in front of you. This is what the ravens need, isn't it? You disgusting vultures? Family heirloom, worth more than it looks.
I say we just bring the stone hurler along with us, Ivor. I mean, we've already got one.
You said it was terrified of me.
Then she won't put up much of a struggle, will she?
What are you talking about? Kill it already! Kill it! We don't have time for this. And also we need bodies. Convince the stone hurler to come along, Alfred. Alfred speaks to the Dredge again. It shows little emotion, but that may just be because it lacks facial expression.
Quite the motley crew you've gathered, Destroyer.
Don't call me that. I'm serious.
Hilda pockets her heirloom, offering only low curses, angry that the Dredge lives. Oh boy. How are my heroes looking? Oof, owie. Oofer McBoofer. It's Castaway. Let us rest. I think that'll work for now. You notice Falca standing alone, arms crossed, sporting a deadly scowl.
Everything all right?
Yeah, we're doing great. Our leader is hunting us down,
We've been kidnapped by witches, and now we're arguing about how many dredge we can save along the way. It's the kind of thing little girls grow up dreaming about.
I get your point.
She glares at you through narrow eyes.
How did a woman get accepted into the Ravens anyway? Huh.
Is this the part where you ask me about my past and we talk about the family and hug? Eat some black snow, Varl. These guys all here chose to be here, just like me. That's the truth. That's all the family you need to know about. Considering you didn't even mention family, you doubt that's the whole story, but you let it drop. She glares at you through narrow eyes.
You still care about Bulwark?
Are you trying to piss me off? Imagine little Alette hunting you through the darkness, trying to rip your throat out. Now imagine some arse accuses you of having feelings about it. You notice Folka's hand instinctively go to the axe Bulwark had thrown at Ivand a few days back.
What do you plan to do with that axe?
Its name is Claw. And what I plan to do with it is my business.
Can we agree to keep it tucked away?
If the sight of it scares you, then yes. I'll keep it safe and snug right here. I'm not suicidal, Ivor. I'm not going to plant it in a Valka's skull. Not right now.
Are you always so pleasant to be around?
I never asked to be around you. I always heard the Varl like their space.
You're not wrong.
Must be nice to be accepted or something like that. What? Bitch! Hey, thanks for the bits, Protoss. Also, thanks for saying so. Yeah, I can't wait for the next one as well. My kind treat you like you're diseased if you don't act right. But the Ravens, they don't judge. It's not like I want to be completely alone. I just don't need tedious, pointless conversations with every idiot who has an idiot opinion.
Go on.
Oh, damn it, doll. You got me talking about myself. Are we done here?
We should keep moving.
I get why you came over now. Juno's ready to go.
No, I came on my own.
You know, I used to be great at telling when someone is lying. It sure is harder these days, isn't it? You know what I mean? Let me get something straight. I'll take talking to you over Juno, but you're no Raven. And whatever happened to Bulwark, I'm not convinced that he doesn't have a good reason for what he's doing. So don't give me a reason to let him, and don't try to get close and friendly. Alright. You made yourself clear. Good. Then we might get along. Now excuse me while I gather the unkindness.
Unkindness?
That's what they call a flock of ravens, Ivor. Fitting, don't you think? Is that true? Alexa, what do you call a flock of ravens?
A group of common ravens is called an unkindness, though most people use flock in practice.
Well, I'll be damned. Or a conspiracy? A conspiracy of ravens. We learned something. Are you now? Alfred finds a quiet moment to make her way over to you, leaning on her staff. Why didn't you tell me, Varl?
Tell you what?
About being the destroyer.
It isn't something that comes up often in conversation.
You'll have to excuse me. Shit. You'll have to excuse me. I don't always know how to speak with people. I spend a lot of time alone or with the sculptors.
Sculptors?
Well, more precisely, like, they say something like, we who shaped the stone, but it's close enough. You didn't think the Dredge called themselves Dredge, did you? There's quite a lot I learned from them. Some things you may know. Many secret.
Alfred waits for your reply. Her arms are fucked up. I imagine it got that way from being in the void. The void.
How did you learn mending out here on your own?
Mending? Pah! Call it what it is. We pluck at the threads of reality. Almost anyone can see them if you know how to look. Who do you think taught the teachers?
The gods.
And who taught the gods? Even godlier gods? Anyway, you see my point. Don't think so highly of your mender friends. They're more dangerous than they let on.
How do you mean?
I trained to be a mender when I was just a girl. They tried to kill me. Believe it or not, the Var right there was the one who said to do it. She points to the figure of Bercy snoozing on the hard ground. Oh shit. Her and Bercy have a past? I don't think he even remembers me. I looked a little different back then. But I escaped. Not before learning some things. They train their simple-minded menders to heal stubbed toes and raise walls. It's a fine distraction from the powers the Volkas really wield. But if an apprentice doesn't have the skill to control their powers, they're a threat to the mender's reputation. And if you show too much skill, well, you're an even bigger threat.
The sculptors see you as a friend.
You all need to stop looking at everything as us and them. Some of them are friends, others are not. The same as any people, anywhere. Oh, I understand how hard it can be. See past your differences. Impossible sometimes. But so many don't even try. Alfred awaits your reply.
What kind of secrets are you talking about?
What? For nothing? I'm nothing if not a trader of knowledge, you know. The rarest secrets don't come cheap. How about this? In exchange for telling me how you became the Destroyer, I'll tell you something you may find quite important. What do you say?
If you promise to keep it to yourself.
I do.
The Sunder I killed. Race. It was no legendary battle. When I brought her head back to the other Var, they invented their own stories. The truth is, I got separated from my allies and found her out in a snowstorm, alone. She was cradling an infant. My axe accidentally killed the child. She didn't even put up a fight after that.
Indeed. It was Bellower's child, Ivor.
How can you be certain? Are you certain?
completely. Consider that our trade. There is more to tell at another time, maybe.
We should be going soon.
No wonder Bellower is coming for Ivor. Yeah. If my wife and child got murdered by some dude, I probably wouldn't be too happy about it either. But holy fuck. Think about how powerful that child would have been. The child of Rays and Bellower would have been invincible. Practically invincible. Alfred awaits your reply. After you.
Just one more thing.
Alfred looks at you with curiosity.
Are those Varl horns on your staff?
Alfred laughs with genuine mirth.
Nothing to worry about, Ivor. They were a gift that I treasure very much. You see, I have friends of all sorts. But, as you said, we should be going. Another story for another time, perhaps.
I like her. Well, I like her. What heroic title should Ivor have? Bloodletter. Death's Messenger. Monster Killer. Shadow Walker. The Foolish. The Forsaken. The Last Standing. The Mountain. The Unbent. The Unmoved. The Whisper. Or Twiceborn. Child Killer. Last Standing or Unmoved? Yeah. Ah, Old Spar. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Does it worry anyone else that they've somehow gotten ahead of us?
Asks Valgard. What once was a hill has been twisted into a thin strip of land, pulled long like spider silk, with a steep drop beneath. Warped shamble back and forth across it, but Bulwark is nowhere in sight.
They don't need rest.
Volka realizes with a shudder.
Bulwark can't confront us directly, not while the Volca live. He's going to thin all the herd along the way to Ridgehorn.
Fine.
Spits Ollie.
It's exactly what we'd do, isn't it? I hate it.
You consider an approach. I'll ask for Volka's advice.
If it were us, we'd lure them across, lay archers to hit them from the wings, while spears come up from the to fill the retreat, says Volka. Something tells me the warp can't coordinate like ravens, though. But what would Bulwark do with a bunch of drunk idiots?
Volka mutters and thinks for a while.
Need to make it look like a trap so we can try to get fancy.
My gut says we just rush it. Ollie has already drawn an axe. Fight my way across the land bridge as quickly as possible, yeah!
Nobody stops until we're across,
You bark. The ravens advance quickly. The warped are slow to respond. Slingers! Shouts Volka, but noting warped dredge hiding over the ridge. Rush 'em!
Oh yeah. Ikambo. Ikambo.
Eat gumbo gum. Eco pop. Eco pop. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Eto Ano. What is this? Oh, give that shit to Spar. Oh, he's not level 9. Well, never mind then. Let's get our good pal Cromer out there. Why the hell not? And let's try out Castaway. Why not? Yes. We far too funny.
That could have gone worse.
Don't let your guard down yet.
Oh god, the bear goes next? Beep boop, I am a dredge, here I go. Eep. Oh! Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Right, those are lightning!
Here we go.
Bloody flail.
Ooh! Whoop! Yeah. Die. Oh! Everybody's looking all right. Let's just scramble up here and give him a bit of the old risky business. Oh! Oh! Whoa, that is it! Bam. She's a witch! She's a witch! She's a witch, she's a witch, she turned me into a newt! Bloody blade! Ah!
Crazy!
Hey, Blackfoot Fairy, thank you for 420 bits. Woo! Oh, God. Not Mogan.
Right, those are lightning!
There we go. There's Spar's promotion. Have to give myself a promotion. This time, the Warped seem even more organized than the last.
That could have gone all wrong.
Spar says, peering over the bridge's edge at the twisted rocks far below. Folko replies, "Yeah, we could all be dead. Come on, this isn't the place to give Bulwark another try." Oh my god, I just saw the giant fucking eel in the background or some shit. Small, pale orbs wink at you from the deep crags in the darkness. A brief inspection reveals their eggs. "Skulkers," whispers Ditch, pulling one of the creatures free from its shell, stabbed through by his dagger. The stone hurler who joined you at the Godstone looks upset by the dead thing. She darts between a few clusters, making scooping motions and nodding. "Are you crazy?" Folka frowns. "There's a lot of eggs," Ollie bemoans, squinting ahead into the distance. "Makes my faint skin crawl." He doesn't finish the sentence. You imagine countless more eggs in every direction, just out of sight. Allow the stone hurler to do whatever she seems to want to do. She finds a cluster of palm-sized eggs and begins gathering them in her sling, nodding as if to say, "This is fine." You're not sure if it's more comforting or terrifying that she's unafraid, but nobody intervenes. Soon you leave the nest behind. Ew, renown. I got an achievement. Ew. The caravan stops to rest their feet and eat. Only good thing about this damned bacon we're eating around... this damned beacon we're walking around in is... There's no reason to hide a campfire, says Krumer, chomping on some burnt meat. The conversation turns towards some of Krumer's war exploits, and devolves quickly into a rowdy debate about who could beat who in a fight. "Alright, how about Ditch and Bach?" grins Ollie. "In a fair fight?" asks... "In a fair fight?" asks Krumer. "Bach and his girlfriend, no question." Ditch pouts and crosses his arms as everyone else laughs. "But I'd put my gold on Folka over almost any one of you spindly milkmaids," he smiles. "Now in a fight against a Varl, none of you have a chance." The ravens laugh. "Well, who could hope to stand up against the unkillable Krumer?" quips Spar. "Nobody yet, but I hope someday to face down a Sunder," says Krumer. Spar grins. "What about the Sunder Slayer?" There's a long silence. "What do you think, Sunder Slayer?" Krumer asks, putting you on the spot. "Think you could take me?"
Say nothing. Hear that silence? Sounds like a challenge to me, Folka says. But you know what I think? I think we need to get moving. The others grumble and roll their eyes, but soon you're back on the road. Brambles rise ahead of you like gnarled hands reaching toward the sky, their fingers peppered with thorns. This was once a healthy forest, now just another obstacle. Through the branches lays a bare clearing. Here, another there, as if a fire had cleared half the forest before the darkness came.
Bolvark knew we'd have little choice but to pass through here,
Ivan says.
Going around would cost days.
You consider your inevitable approach. We keep a tight formation, cutting down attackers as they come. Shields! Folka calls in a tone you're starting to become familiar with. The Ravens do their best, but progress is slow. Each fallen creature is replaced by two more. Eventually you find yourself stopped and surrounded. Cut the swath, Folka huffs. Before we can push any further, watch the flanks! Aw, shit. Well, let's put Ditch. Let's get Ditch in there. Why not? But before we do anything else, I'm going to really briefly, very briefly, move to the right back state. Which is like the Avatar state, but different. Ooh.
Stretching.
Smells like farts in here. It's my fault, though. Who could have done such a thing? Well, I just gave her crit damage. Wouldn't that be something? There we go. Oh yeah, the character design in this game is great.
No end in sight to these things.
Ooh! Oh yeah! Oh! Good gravy, it killed him in one hit.
Í dag skal varin heitur alltaf orða.
No! Whoa, hey! Ah. Let's give us a little bit of an edge here. Ooh. Hey! Hey! Ah! Oof. All right, bud. Ugh. Ooh. My shield! My turret! Oh my god! Ah! Aw. Ew!
Hey kids, I'm coming up here. Wee. Fuck. What the fuck? How does he hit so hard? Oh my god, no! Fuck you.
Oh, I might be fucked. Unless he can pull out a... Oh my god, he's so hard to hit! Oh, he crit him! Oh my god! Spar! Spar! The legend! Is that the legend 37? I think we gotta get the fuck out of here right now. Spar, what a goddamn legend with that crit. Fighting through a forest is irksome at best of times, nearly intolerable in these conditions. You break through miles of razor-edged bows, gasping to catch your breath in the open air. On the hill rises Ridgehorn, finally. You see him? Says Folka. Bulwark stands motionless far up the hill, clearly watching the caravan. Now I know how it feels for all those poor bastards who saw us coming. Hard to know what he's thinking at this point, says Ollie, expecting us to do what he'd do, or the opposite, or expecting that we'd expect him to... Spar pipes up. Know what I'd do? Cook some food, sleep. Bet he won't see that coming. Ollie scoffs. You're just tired of walking, old man. Folka blinks. Spar might be right. We'll make it look suspicious enough to throw him off, and everyone rests before Ridgehorn. No lookout? You ask as they prepare the campfire. Folka shakes her head. That's what makes it look like a trick. But do whatever you like, I won't stop you. Settle in with the rest of the ravens and sleep, for God's sake. You put your trust in Folka's hands and lay on the hard ground, and time passes slowly. Soft crunching catches your attention. You swear under your breath, grabbing for your axe, but your hand finds empty air. In a panic, you jump to your feet and scan the ground. No axe. The crunching gets louder, turns to thumping. Tree branches abandon cradled bundles of snow. Like a blood moon, Bellower suddenly storms out of the darkness in gleaming red armor. There he is. And there's your missing axe, jutting from a bleeding bundle in his arms. The ground shakes from his roar. For sleep, Ivor? Alfred asks. She crouches over the fire, her strange shape fluttering in the firelight. The campsite is still, aside from the gentle crackle of firewood.
Just dreams.
Some people think dreams are omens. Those people are idiots. But they can certainly be a fine distraction from our troubles.
Not my sort of distraction.
I'm sorry if I dredged up old memories back at the God Zone, so to speak. There's more to that story. Would you like me to tell you?
I think you should.
You've heard one half already. How the Volca came forth during the Second Great War, with fire and fury. to push the sculptors to extinction. She gestures theatrically.
So I've heard.
Perception paint themselves the heroes. What the Valka really did was make their foes a promise. Abandon the war and they'd share secret knowledge. The Valka taught them to write. They taught the stone singers to weave. And for the first time, the sculptors learned how to make more sculptors. To thrive. They kept their end of the bargain and remained hidden. At least until recently.
How do you know this?
They have their own history and carvings. I've read it on the great black stones in their dark home. As their trusted guest. What I don't understand is why you trust these Valka. You stare into the fire and it shows you old shapes. When you speak, it's almost as if to yourself.
When I killed Reyes, when I returned to my kind with her head. Ingvar, they chanted. None had slain asunder before. They wanted to make me the king's kender. I couldn't. They haunted me. Bellower and the Reyes, and that damned child. Every night, like tonight. Maybe it sounds like nothing to have bad dreams, but it rubs you raw. It gets in your bones. So I left the Varo. I found a small town of men where nobody knew who I was. Nobody called me Ingvar. Ivor never had dreams like that. In Skoger.
So that's why you agreed to come with Juno and Ivan.
The truth is, Juno didn't ask me to join them. I asked her.
The flames continue to dance hypnotically.
On that bridge to Einertoft, I stood before Bellower. I could have moved, but I just held up my shield and waited for the end.
What's that? Ivor? The name snaps you out of your trance. You stand and stretch your legs. Your axe is where you left it, and the ravens are beginning to stir in their tents.
It's nothing.
Ah, fuck. Let's see how motherfucking injured we are. Quite severely. I'll give it 2 days. Hup. Eric, the ranger you met in Strand, is awake. He's watching the distance from the edge of the light, talking quietly about his friend Valgard.
Worried about the wart? We'd be crazy not to be. I'm Eric, steward of Strand. Or what's left of it. You've met Valgard. Ivor the Armless.
He barks a laugh and his tired gaze drifts some, ever vigilant. You can tell he's listening.
How did you become the steward of Strand? Now there's a bit of a story. While I was a member of the governor's guard, Valgard and I spotted a known thief tailing a boy in some var. We learned they were being hunted by a powerful gang of slavers. They were after something that would have helped them seize Strand. Always someone trying to kill the governor. Keeping that guy alive was full-time work. Still, we beat them,
though not without cost. Steward Olvir died in battle.
And you were named his successor?
Unfortunately, that's what you get for being so proactive. What happened in Strand before the darkness came? Just about every calamity you could imagine. Strand always had trouble with thieves, slavers, and murderers on both sides of the law. But other than a close call with the Scofflings clan, I like to think we were starting to turn the tide. I take it the dredge arrived after that. Pretty much. Farmers poured into the city from Featherfell, even Karshus, seeking refuge, seeking shelter behind our walls. Food and space got tight. Back then, we could still fish Dengler's Bay.
What do you mean?
The darkness appeared on the horizon, and some of the fish we caught were wrong. Warped. Misshapen. Some gained a venomous bite. We destroyed anything twisted, but people got sick anyway. Then the darkness grew closer and the dredge fled south. Most left for Arborine.
And you remained?
He nods. Both Valgard and I did. Too many folks couldn't go. Either too scared, too scattered, ill, or unwilling to leave kin. We stayed behind to get as many out as we could. He sighs from his nostrils, his gaze becoming distant. Too many died anyway. We'd have joined them if it weren't for Alfred.
How did you end up the only survivors?
They don't call him the Iron Turtle for nothing. Last one standing before Alfred came. The rest of the town was killed by Dredge. We held the Great Wall. Then the governor went and died of a heart attack. Damn him. When the Warped showed up. It was a damn shame. We lost so many good fighters, but I won't miss those tournaments.
What do you mean?
The tournaments in Strand were called a brilliant plan to reduce street violence and turf wars.
I take it from your enthusiastic tone they didn't work.
They started the fights back when I was a watchman, but I never noticed much of an impact. Something always went wrong with those things. Still, we did use them for a ruse or two. Some of the tournament fighters helped defend Strand and its death throes.
Good men.
And women. In fact, one of the best was called the Stoic Mother. You can tell he's listening.
Be well, you two. Stay vigilant.
Likewise, Ivor. Let's talk to Bercy. Bercy tosses in his sleep until he finally huffs and gives up. He sees you're also awake and comes to sit nearby.
Trouble? I don't know how these damned ravens do it.
I just can't pass out for a moment's notice.
Are you not one of the ravens?
I can see how you might get that impression.
I joined Bulwark.
In Borsgard because the Valka asked me to. And when that went wrong, I got roped into this like everyone else. Bercy wears a frown and leans on his axe handle.
Juno and Ivan asked for you personally.
Let's not turn this into something bigger than it is.
I do work for money. The menders pay well. I've got some history with them. That's it.
Alfred had something interesting to say about that.
She said you tried to kill her. when she was training to be a mender. Gods, did I? I've tried to kill so many menders. That came out wrong. The Volca have a pretty rigorous final test for the new candidates. Involves some stabbing and some shouting, you know, to make sure the menders can do what they need to do under stress and pain. So they get some scary-looking Varl, me, to play the kidnapping brigand and rough them up. They don't all make it back. Still feel bad for one poor kid. Can't remember his name. Some backwards farm boy. Not too bright. I thought for sure he had no chance. He almost made it. Almost. But anyway, Alfred was one of those kids. I've been doing this longer than I thought. I hope she doesn't hold a grudge. So, you work for yourself? Never could get into that. Our bones for the hills stuff like the rest of you. Why should I care about the dredge or dying in a battle? I'd rather have the means to do what I want. Live comfortably, eat well. Turns out there's a lot of men out there thrilled to hire a Varl for some blood work. So I thought I'd do that for a little while. And now it's a lifetime later. And I never got rich from it. Spent my whole life chasing work while others profited. One time I traveled with a prince and his tax collector. Thought that was going to be my big payday. People just handed their money over, piled it right into a huge cart because we told them they had to. Practically robbery. Eventually the cart fell over a cliff and exploded into a shower of gold coins, never to be seen again. I've never shed a tear over killing a man, but that, I cried like a lost baby bird. It happened pretty damn close to this very spot, now that I think about it. Can't leave this darkness, though. It's probably all twisted up in darkest dog turds now, anyway. Maybe there's a moral there, but I'm not digging for it. What do you think about this job? If you mean the Volca, you'd be a fool to trust them. I've done some questionable stuff on their behalf, let me tell you. Burp. And if you mean saving the world, I couldn't care less. What's the world ever done for me? These days, I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. There's still the tiniest sparkle of hope that I might profit from this somehow. Pretty bleak way to live. Nothing left to lose. Nothing but sleep, anyway.
Sit quietly until the others wake up. You keep the rest of your thoughts to yourself. It'd be an awkward silence if you weren't both Varl.
Looks like it's time to get going. You know, Ivor.
You can tell he's debating whether to get something off of his chest.
When I worked for the Volca, one of the jobs they paid me to do was to find you. You'd gone into hiding and they wanted to know where. Do I dare ask why? Truth is, I don't know why. I don't ask questions. But I never found you. I have a feeling if I had, things would have ended up differently between us. So I'm glad I never sniffed around any small towns like Skoger, for example.
Bercy leaves with a pat on the shoulder, and you realize you'd never mentioned Skoger to him. Oh, he left us alone. He did find Ivor, but he decided not to. He decided against it. Well, here we go.
We're close. I can see the tower just over this ridge.
That means Bulwark's close too. Bulwark is waiting ahead, Juno says, and the caravan slows. He is patient, with dangerous allies. I believe he intends to stop us from entering Ridgehorn. I will lead Bulwark away, Juno says.
Ivan looks blankly into the distance as though he already knew what was coming, but Juno continues. The rest of you will wait for my return within Ridgehorn. How are you going to deal with Bolverk? He cannot be controlled, but he can be misled. He doesn't know where we're headed, and he will believe he is pursuing us past Ridgehorn, says Juno. I will return, one way or the other. Folka steps forward. I don't trust you, and even if I did, you can't handle Bolverk on your own. We split the caravan. She volunteers herself, Ollie and Spar, who give each other dubious looks. Folka adds, I don't take orders, remember? Oh, man. We're splitting the caravan. She's taking Ollie and Spar. I think we'll be fine. Let's go with Folka's plan.
Folka hasn't been wrong about Bolverk yet.
You say, suddenly feeling Juno's gaze weigh heavily, and then lift. As you say, she replies.
Prepare quickly,
she tells Folka. The rest of the caravan cautiously approaches Ridgehorn, Ivan carrying the light. Fresh footprints trail off into the snow following Juno's diversion. The way appears clear. I know. You never split the party. But I trust Folka's judgment.
I've been told this is where they found Juno the first time. Now they say it's the entrance to another world. How far had she already come just to fall here?
Ridgehorn. This brings back some memories. None of them good.
Ivan curses when he sees the rubble around Ridgehorn's tower. The tremors caused by the serpent have caused many structures to topple here. I spaced out for a second. Ivan exclaims,
There should be a doorway leading to... Give me some time,
he says, running towards the base of the tower. You can see him waving his Valka staff, heaving enormous chunks of rock aside through sheer willpower.
Little help?
shouts Volgard, drawing your attention back to the fort's courtyard. Bulwark is nowhere in sight, but his warped allies didn't miss you slipping over the bridge. Ah, shit. Let's get Eric, the apostate. No, why the hell not? Let's put Ivor in there as well. This'll work. I know. I fucking split the party. Oh, I know. I fucking split the party. Oh my god, and oh my god, it's getting fucking farty. Here I go. A little fucking guy right there. Right, those are right, nigga. Wow. I'm gone. Apostate is one of your favorite characters? Yeah, seems like a cool guy. Summon a fucking bear! Whoa, woogity woogity woogity. Oh boy! Stop that, cut it out, We got the funk. We got the funk. Ow. We got the funk. Gotta get that funk. Gotta get the shitter stone.
Oh, hello!
Hesha, hesha.
Whoa! Hey, Shino.
It is done.
Wait up.
Let's not do this again.
Hey. Wait. We got the funk. Oh!
What the fuck? Do not be mean to Bear. What the shit, man? Oh god.
All right, Juno. Drop a train on him. Ooh! For God's sakes, when's it gonna be Ivor's turn? Bear! Ooh! Ooh! All right, motherfuckers. Oh, man. That Berenstain Bear is really fighting the fuck out of these guys. Oh, not the bug. Not the bear. Oh no! I'll give it one more. A little pepper. There we go. A little pepper. Salt and pepper. Oh! A little salt and pepper. Me, how old? Whoop. That's wiggly wiggly whack, brother. Hey, cut it out! That's mean! Oh, fuck! Ooh! Confused? Good!
I'm sick of this shit. Die.
Oh. Well, alright then.
My influence grows.
If this is what Bulwark can bring to bear, you can only imagine how much worse it would be if you were here. Juno weaves between the bodies of fallen dredge and catches your eye before she heads up the steps of Ridgehorn Tower. In your head, you can hear her thin voice. When you are ready, join me.
She must have given Bulwark the real runaround,
Says Spar. He keeps glancing at the bridge as if expecting to summon the Berserker by name alone.
I think I better make sure Ivan's almost done. How about I whistle when it's time to go?
Alfred offers to ferry you anywhere you need to go. Any thoughts on 6 seasons and a movie? Hashtag 6 seasons and a movie? I mean, I'd accept money to produce a show. Spar sits on the rubble of a ruin, watching Ivan move vast slabs. He fidgets with an ornate mead horn.
good a time as any to give you this, Varl. I noticed you've got no drinking horn, and that's no way to live. I don't care to drink from a yak's horn, old man. Nay, does this look like a sodding yak's horn? It's carved from the tusk of a gold boar. Shinies, even full black. Okay, so I never seen a real gold boar, but I did steal it a long time ago from a very rich man, and he seemed pretty convinced. Volka stabbed me with her eyes when I told her I was giving it to you. What made you think of this now? Oh, I don't know. Been down a lot of roads. Got the feeling I might not see the end of this one. And I don't want to imagine Ditch using it for some disgusting thing after I'm dead. Why give it to me? Tradition, Var. These young folk don't know respect. They don't remember a time when it was right to honor a guest. I don't care what any of them say. You're doing a fine job. Look here. That's history carved there. Before banners and tapestries. See the little armies?
The tusk does seem to shimmer on its own. Carved figures almost look like they move as you roll it in your hands.
You can't keep this. Take it! It's not getting me laid anymore. Not like this Lang spill, anyway.
He smiles, pleased with himself.
You don't seem upset to be facing death. Upset? About dying? Varl, I'm more upset about living. Do you know what it's like taking a piss 3 times a night but only waking up twice? No. Death sounds fine. It sounds fine. But I'll tell you what. I'll miss my life. Secret for us poor bastards with short lifespans. It's love. It sounds like a bunch of rot, I know, but if you don't love life, it'll make you miserable. Learned that from a lady friend.
He smiles, pleased with himself.
Where did you learn to play? What do you mean? Who taught me? Nay, nobody taught me. It was a festival. Biggest of the year. By all rights, too young to hold my drink, sipping from every unwatched cup I could find. There's a spat happening. One guy built like a bear, howling at another man over his girl, or I don't remember. It doesn't matter. This other poor bastard, he's a mouse. You ever seen one of those guys? Thin beard, wide eyes, ready to run. The brute comes at him with a knife pulled right out from under his dinner, and the mouse is soiling himself, climbing over tables to get away. Everyone's loving it, even the musicians stopped to watch. I'm off my head drunk and thinking, by the gods, this needs a good song. So I grabbed an instrument and go wild, sawing and screaming. The thing just sings in my hand. At least in my head it's a masterpiece. It must have sounded like a boiled cat. The mountain of a man, he slowly looks over at me with the most complete confusion I had ever seen, and I just remember the next moment there's a knife in his neck. The mouse got him. Even drunk as I was, I knew it was because of me. I've been playing ever since. Frankly, it's a damn tragedy wasting my talents on these ungrateful monsters.
He smiles, pleased with himself. I love you, Spar.
I better go check on Juno. Aye, you better. If those two don't find this passage soon, Bulwark will feign us right over on our puckered asses. Yeah. Thanks for the horn. I'll make sure nobody does anything disgusting with it. And enjoy it, too. It's not a bloody decoration. It's a gift from the god-blessed ravens.
Thanks, crazy old Viking grandpa. Gold boar tusk.
Oh.
-1 move, 80% maximum chance to hit, +1 strength damage resistance, +3 strength attack, and +3 break. Oh my goodness. Now, what in the world am I going to do with this thing? Well, doesn't look like there's going to be any resting, at least. Choose a heroic title. Bloodletter, Death's Messenger, Monster Killer, Shadow Walker, The Foolish, The Forsaken, Last Standing. I think Falca is a last standing kind of lady. Oh shit.
I thought you'd be helping Ivan.
I had to check on something. Look to the horizon. The serpent writhes in the distance. It knows we're here, but it won't approach. Hopefully.
After the last two encounters, I can understand why.
I doubt that is what holds it back. For now, it is just trying to discover what we will do next.
I know the feeling.
These horn towers are portals the Menders built long ago. They allow us to enter the inner earth, the Dredge home.
I knew the dredge came from below, but inner earth? Like caverns?
No, not at all. Imagine another world with sun and sky like our own, but within our world. This will be a dangerous path, but the quickest route to the place where Ivan will undo all of this. Juno sees the skepticism in your face without looking. I also came here to speak with you privately. I know Ivan may seem unusual or unapproachable, but he is a good person.
You seem an unlikely pair.
I can see why you'd think that. The fact is, I saved him, and he saved me. He is kind, devoted. There's a smile on her face, and you realize it may be the first time you've ever seen it. I don't know how to talk about it without sounding like an infatuated girl. I truly love him. I know it won't excuse things to say the Valka lead different lives, hard in their own way. But don't we all deserve to be loved by those who would do anything for us?
We do.
That means a lot to me. And Ivan, too. When you asked to come with us, I was uncertain. I didn't want to take you away from loved ones. But I'm glad to have you here. I consider you a friend. One of the few Ivan and I have left. I will do what needs to be done to fix all of this, no matter the cost. And I've decided that no matter what happens, I will not influence you again. I promise you that. Trust is important. A whistle reaches you on the wind. You leave the churning coils of the serpent on the horizon and return to where the others have already entered the tower. You join the others already waiting in an enormous chamber beneath the tower.
So what do you expect to happen next?
Spar sputters. Ivan steps to the edge.
We jump.
Heavy footsteps echo off high walls, and a dreadful outline stands in the doorway.
Well done, witch,
says Bulwark.
Made a fool of me again. Even from here you can tell.
Even from here you can tell he's shaking with rage. Ivan screams for everyone to jump, but there is only hesitation. Folka turns and walks to Bulwark. The caravan watches Folka with rapt anticipation. I doubt we'll get another chance to talk, Bulwark. So I had to know. Is there anything left of you in there?
I never left, Folka. You left.
We thought you was what you wanted. I thought I was following orders.
What's done is done.
Yeah, that does sound like you. You get as close as you dare, the two barely acknowledging your presence. Remain silent for now.
Go on, Folka. Get out of here.
What if the Valka can undo this, Bulwark? What if they really can? It doesn't have to end like this, you stubborn dolt!
They lied to you, Folka. They're lying still.
Bulwark points his axe at the Valka, and static flickers across Ivan's shaking hands.
Those two took our reputations. They took our freedom. They took my life. They did all of this. Even if they can save this world, I won't allow it.
Are you kidding me? Life's not fair? Is that your argument? Even when I was 8 years old, I never gave you such sniveling drivel. Don't destroy everything we made to save your pride. The Ravens need you. So do I. You feel the slightest shift in Bulwark's demeanor, but in a blink, it's gone.
Jump down the rabbit hole, Folka. I won't stop coming until every one of you is dead.
That's all you've got for me? Me? Folka snatches Bulwark's axe from her belt, the one he threw near Strand, and pushes it into his hand. If this is just revenge, why wait?
Hirano-chan, thank you for the raid with a party of 4. We're at the tail end of a long series of games here. So if you do not want to be spoiled for the Banner Saga,
You worship me, mortal.
Normally I would trust Falca's intuition, but something seems wrong. I feel it. I'm gonna pull her away before something goes wrong. Jump, Falca! I got an achievement. Worse for wear. Things are suddenly moving too quickly to react. You heave Falca aside as Bulwark cleaves through one of your horns and buries his axe in the side of your face. Hot blood splutters forth. Your sight darkens and the room spins. But somehow Falca manages to drag you to the pit. Lightning arcs from Ivan's staff, scorching the ground around you in wild patterns. Catching Bulwark's fur cloak on fire, ravens reluctantly leap into the pit and you follow, tumbling down into the darkness as light from the hole above recedes. Booms McBalrog, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Whee! Bulwark would have killed Falca if you hadn't pulled her away. I knew it. I knew something bad was gonna happen. A roar rings in your ears like the bellow of a sunder. Bulwark leans over the edge, his face wreathed in flames from the smoldering cloak. It's the last thing you see before everything goes black. Chapter 20. We live as we will live. And we fade back to Arborang, where things are about as fucked. Sometimes you awaken more tired than when you fell asleep. This is one of those times. Aleo is silently sitting bedside. Aleo? Are you watching me sleep? What? No. Yes. I mean, Oddleaf sent me to get you. Wasn't sure whether to shake you awake or let you... What's happening? Nothing good. Rug is free. He's creating problems out by the gates. Oddleaf's trying to talk some sense into them now. How did Rugga get free? While we were busy fighting asunder and saving the city, his men broke into the prison. Killed some of Petrus's guards, too. Are you kidding me? I wish I were. I hate to say it, but we should bring as many clansmen as we can find. It could be a grave mistake to leave them behind. You don't think they'll be safer here? I don't think we'll be safe without them. We should have killed that bastard when we had the chance. But I am not going to give up. Oh, fuck. Oh, can't buy anything. Shit. Shit. Garroter's advice? Holy hot damn. I wanted to stick to our guns. What would Rook have done? What would Rook have done in that situation? It's hard to say. He's dangerous because he's charismatic. He gets others to do his dirty work so he doesn't even have to be there. Exactly. Well, I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening right there. I want to save at least a little bit of stream for next Sunday, so... Let's see. Let's go raid Monty. Raid Montaglue. What should our raid message be? Our raid message will be salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. There we go. Alright, chat. Give her a little bit of the salt and pepper. Peppa Pig. There we go. Alright. Take care, everybody. I will see you when I see you next. Have a goodbye, everyone.